Hey everyone, I'm going to go over the decks slash void chart I've been using this season on rotation to help sustain slash farm FE and other resources I need. I've already gone over the maps and city farming deck in the previous video. Now I'm going to go over the cube deck I've been using. So for the cube deck, I've spec'd into pretty much everything in the cube except for the points that give you the chance, because we're going to be using the compass. Other than that, we've put everything else in there. Also, we haven't invested here because this is going to reduce the gambling at the end. And the gambling at the end is kind of what's making more money right now than the cores. So if you do want to focus more on the cores, you can go up here to get double the amount of cores you would normally get. And then I would also spec out of the things that require the beads, right? The desire crystals. But if you want to do the gambling and the slot machine at the end, this is what you're looking for. Everything in the tree, just like this. Over here, as always, I've got my legendary core tree. I like to have these points in pretty much in every build. This will allow me to see more 3-star and 4-star legendaries. Playing without it, yes, you can still see them, but it is you pretty much never see them. If you like seeing gear drop, this is how you get it. This is how you see it. So I put that in every tree. I also do Dark Surge for the same reasons. I like to have access to edicts. Edicts are a big deal this season. So I like to always be farming edicts. So I like to spawn the bosses and farm some edicts. Finally, we have War. We're going a little different with this War setup. We are still getting the drop quantity, but because cube, we want to extend it as long as possible. So we're going to get extra floors, and we're going to get the time going longer. We don't need the rare monsters because we're not farming maps. So we just set it up like this. This will make our war last longer, give us more drop quantity. More drop quantity will equal more desire crystals. More desire crystals equals more rolling at the end, equals more loot. So that's why we have that set up there. So that finally over here, we again like to go for the compasses, so we don't use all our compasses or have a less chance of using them. The compasses that we do use are the rusty ones again, because I prefer to be cheap, and you can use higher ones if you like, but in my opinion, you're entering gambling territory and you may not get your return on investment every single time. But if you run it consistently over the course of a day, I'm sure you will gain positives by using the better compasses. But for the sake of this video, we are going to showcase the rusty Dark Surge, the rusty War, the rusty Cube, and the final compass doesn't matter. You can throw in any of the monsters. You can throw in Abundance is probably your best choice here for the simple reason of it will give you more desire crystals, which will lead to more rolling. So those are the compasses we use, and that's the strategy we use for Cube. I prefer to run this in Glacial Abyss. Like I said, I like to do a rotation of the regions because when I'm farming maps, you find more maps for other regions than if you do for the region you're in. So I will burn down all my Steel Forge. I'll burn down my Voidlands, farming maps. Then I'll go over to Glacial Abyss. I'll switch over to the Cube strategy, and I'll start farming Cube. And then finally, once I'm done this, we'll move over to the final strategy, which I'm going to go over in the final video, and that will be used in Blistering Lava and Thunder Wastes. So hopefully this helps you understand the cube mechanic and how I've been approaching it in my farming strategy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, if you have any questions or you just want to hang out, you can join me live at twitch.tv/MikeOneUp pretty much every day, especially when the season's live and active. All right, guys, hope this helps. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.